Good evening, everybody. Sean here once again, imparting the customary beer snobby goodness. And tonight I'm going to continue my what I've decided is going to be my barley wine theme. I'm going to do at least one more of these before I'm done and moving on to something else. And much like my Victory horizontal oak installment from recently, I'm going to start with the base beer and then the main event. In this particular case, Heavy Seas. This is their Below Deck series. This happens to be the 2010 bottle. They Heavy Seas brews this one every year. It's not too bad barley wine. It's I seem to go after it at least once a year, so I must enjoy it. So, anyway, with the barley wine base in mind, I now give you the primary event. This is the Bourbon Oak, which is their barley wine aged in bourbon barrels. I'm not quite sure how long they're aged. But I'll assume it's for the customary, 90 days or a comparable period. Anyway, let's see. We'll see how it goes. It's once again typical with what you'd find with a barley wine color. A little cloudy. This one doesn't quite have the distinctly reddish hue that some barley wines have that I've seen in the past, but that's not indicative of quality, so we'll see what we get this time. Let's see. The verdict on the old Heavy Seas bourbon-soaked barley wine. Bourbon Oak. I should be more specific here. Let's see. Definitely good flavor. This is one that stands on its own. It's in its own right, if you will. I see it on the shelf. Definitely want to buy it. I encourage anyone that sees it, in fact, to who's a fan of the barley wines, whether bourbon soaked or otherwise, to partake. It doesn't quite have the same richness or strength of flavor as the horizontal oak from Victory. However, that does not mean that that the Heavy Seas version is not worth picking up. It definitely is. So, I'll about do it for that. My next one, which again is going to be from the Heavy Seas canon here, will be it's going to be their barley wine, but it's going to be the Cabernet soaked barrels. So that should be interesting. Anyway, till I get around to that, this is Sean. Cheers.